Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu has been facing growing pressure in Israel over his handling of the Israel-Hamas war. With protests calling for his ouster gaining momentum each day. Netanyahu's political rivals have also been calling for new and early elections. He is also facing pressure and anger from millions of Israelis who staged massive protests outside the parliament in the largest anti-government demonstration since the country went to war in October. Now, they have been urging the government to reach a deal to free dozens of hostages held by Hamas in Gaza and to hold early elections. But Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu has meanwhile vowed to destroy Hamas and bring all the hostages home. But those goals, those promises still remain elusive. While Hamas has suffered heavy losses, it still remains strongly intact, and hostages' families believe time is running out. Troubles are mounting for the Israeli premier, with Israel reportedly worried that the International Criminal Court, or the ICC, might issue an arrest warrant for the Prime Minister and other senior officials in the wake of its ongoing case concerning Israel and Palestine. According to officials, Israel is working through diplomatic channels to try to stop these warrants being issued. Concerned Israeli officials have been attempting to garner support from Western allies over the matter, which concerns the ICC's probe into Israel's current war on Gaza and other atrocities committed by Israeli forces in the occupied West Bank dating back to 2014. When asked about these media reports of the arrest warrants, the ICC told NBC News that it, quote-unquote, has an ongoing independent investigation in relation to the situation in the state of Palestine. The court had launched an investigation 3 years ago into possible war crimes committed by both Israel and Palestinian militants going back to the Israel-Hamas war in 2014. It has given no public indication that arrest warrants are imminent, and it isn't really clear whether Israel was also expecting any arrest warrants for any Hamas leaders. The news comes as pressure is mounting on Israel to stop its military offensive in Gaza, which officials in the Palestinian enclave say has killed more than 30,000 people since it was launched in the wake of the Hamas-led October 7th terror attacks. However, any warrants would not mean that Netanyahu will end up in jail, because neither Israel nor the United States recognizes the court's jurisdiction, though any warrants would put Israeli officials at risk of arrest in other countries, including much of Europe. However, defiant and belligerent Israeli Prime Minister Netanyahu has said that Israel, and I quote, will never accept any attempt by the ICC to undermine its inherent right of self-defense. In fact, in a post on X, he added, and I quote, that the threat to seize the soldiers and officials of the Middle East's only democracy and the world's only Jewish state is outrageous. We will not bow to it. Well, the ICC, based in The Hague, the Netherlands, can charge individuals with war crimes and other related charges. It is separate from the International Court of Justice, which considers cases between states and is currently investigating whether Israel did commit acts of genocide in Gaza. But Israel and the United States have dismissed the accusations.